Today I'm going to talk about the laws of logarithms, and I'll show you examples of how it works, and also I'm going to solve few problems so that you know how to apply laws of logarithms in logarithmic problems. So let's get started. So the laws of logarithms says log A plus log B is equal to log A into B. Okay, this can be to any base C. So suppose we have something like, I'll take very simple examples like log 10 plus log 100. This logarithmic law says this will be equal to log 10 into 100. Let's see if this holds true. So let's take the LHS. It's log 10 plus log 100. You know, log 10 is nothing but 1 because 10 to the power 1 is 10. The power is the answer of the logarithmic function. Here 10 square is equal to 100, so log 100 is equal to 2. So we have answer 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3. And let's take RHS. Okay, RHS says log 10 into 100, which is nothing but log 1000. We know that 10 cube is equal to 1000. So the answer to this logarithmic function is 3. So we see that LHS is equal to RHS. So we have seen an example of this rule. Let's see another rule. This is also pretty simple. It says log A minus log B is equal to log A by B. And again, it is to any base C. Just notice that it should all have the same base. Otherwise, you cannot apply this rule. Both the logarithmic function, if they have the same base, you can use this rule. Okay, let's take an example for this one and see how it goes. So let's say log 27 to the base 3 minus log 3 to the base 3 is equal to, so I am applying this rule here, it becomes log 27 by 3 to the base C. Sorry, base 3. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. LHS is log 27 to the base 3 minus log 3 to the base 3. We know that log 27 is nothing but 3 cube. Okay, so the answer to this function is 3, and 3 to the power 1 is equal to 3. So log 3 to the base 3 is nothing but 1. So we got answer as 2. And here we have log 27 by 3 to the base 3. Log 27 by 3 is nothing but 9, right, to the base 3. So we know that 3 square is 9. So answer to this logarithmic function is 2. So we see that LHS is equal to RHS. So now we know log A minus log B is equal to log A by B. Now let's see the power rule. So if we have something like log A power B to the base C, then we can write this as B into log A to the base C. So let me show you with an example. If you have log 4 cube to the base 2, you can write it as 3 into log 4 to the base 2. Okay, let's see if this holds true. So we have log 4 cube to the base 2. What is 4 cube? 4 into 4, 16, 16, 4 are 64. So it's log 64 to the base 2. And log 64 is 2 to the power 5 is 32. So 64. 2 to the power 6 is 64. So we have the answer is 6. And let's take RHS. It is 3 into log 4 to the base 2. So this is 3 into, you know that 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4. So answer to this is 2. Again, LHS is equal to RHS. You can also use a calculator and just try with random numbers and use logarithmic function and see if it works. It works perfectly fine. Laws of logarithms make solving problems pretty simple, and that's why it's very important to know this. And now let's solve few problems to see how it works. Okay, so we have log 4 to the base 2 plus log 8 to the base 2. We can write this as log, this we can write it as log 4 into 8 to the base 2. So this becomes log 32 to the base 2. We know that 2 to the power 5 is equal to 32. The answer is 5. So very simple, right? So next question. So this is the second rule that we talked about. Log 9 minus log 3 both to the base 3. Notice that both are to the same base. If they are different base, we have to use change of base rule, which I've explained in another video. Okay, so now this one is pretty simple. You just do log 9 by 3 to the base 3. This is nothing but log 3 to the base 3, which is equal to 1, because 3 to the power 1 is equal to 3. Always the power is the answer to a logarithmic function. Next one. Okay, let's try to solve this problem. This becomes log 2 to the base 2 minus, we can write this 2 by 3 as log 2 to the base 2 minus log 3 to the base 2 plus log 3 to the base 2 plus log 8 to the base 2. You see, minus log 3 to the base 2 and plus log 3 to the base 2 will cancel out. So we're left with log 2 to the base 2 plus log 8 to the base 2. This can be written as log 2 into 8 to the base 2, which will become log 16 to the base 2. So we know that 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. The answer to this is 4. So now we've seen the first two rules, log a plus log b is equal to log a into b, and log a minus log b is equal to log a by b. Okay, and now let's apply power rule and see how to do this. You can pause the video and just take a minute to understand the question. Okay, how do we do this? This is equal to applying this is also called quotient rule. Log x to the base a minus log y square to the base a, because log a by b is equal to log a minus log b. Okay, and here we need it in the form of log x to the base a or log y to the base a. Here we have y square. So how do we make it log x to the base a? We apply power rule here. This will become 2 log y to the base a. Okay, so now we know that log x to the base a is nothing but p minus this is 2 into q. So the answer to this logarithmic function is p minus 2q. Similarly, let's try this one. Okay, first let's try to simplify this by putting this as log x to the root x can be written as x to the power half by y square whole to the power half to the base a. Now I'm going to take the half inside the bracket, which will become half into half divided by y square into half. Okay, this will cancel out. So this function simplified will become log a into x to the power 1 by 4 by y. So now it's pretty easy. You can write it as log x to the power 1 by 4 to the base a minus log y to the base a, because log a by b to the base a or base c is equal to log a minus log b. And now applying power rule, you have log 1 by 4 log x to base a minus log y to the base a. So since x to the base a is p, you can write 1 by 4 p minus q. So I hope you understood the laws of logarithms and how to use that to solve simple problems.